Shalom Alechem, Assalamu Alaikum, Irini Mazisu, Pax Vobiscum, peace be unto you, and welcome to 1 Samuel, chapter 29. This is a short chapter, only 11 verses. The first verse, we see a difference here, and it says here, in Endor. So the Philistines gathered all their armies to Aphek. Israel encamped in Endor versus by a fountain. So they're actually in Endor, where the woman who practiced necromancy was in the previous chapter. Verse 3, our first significant difference of the chapter, it says here, who are these that pass by? Which means Hebrews. That's in the footnote, I believe. Versus, what are these Hebrews? Okay. Even this second year, talking about David, versus, or these years. So it's more specific in the Septuagint as to the amount of time, the duration of time David was with the Philistines, which is an interesting dynamic when you think about that, how that even occurred. It says, he attached himself to me. This is the king speaking. Achish. He attached himself to me versus he fell to this day. So it was really David who took on the initiative and attached himself. It wasn't that he fell to him by coincidence or by happenstance. It was David who made that decision to attach himself to this king. Verse 4, displeased. The captains of the Philistines were displeased at David versus they were wroth at him. They were angry. They were just displeased. They were not approving of him. Those men versus these men. So their men, that belongs to them, versus our men. Okay, see the difference? It's not their men in the Septuagint, it's someone else's men. Versus these men, which is talking about their men, their own, the Philistines' men. Verse 5. Celebrated in dances versus sang one to another. So they actually celebrated, they had their own dance about David, talking about the Hebrews, or the Israelites. Verse 6, there is an omission of, and approved in mine eyes. Achish called David, said, as Yah lives, you are right and approved in my eyes. And then it says here, I have not found any evil to charge against you, versus any evil in you. So it's not that David is perfect, he's flawless, no evil, no faults. He's just saying, I haven't found anything evil to charge against you. And then it says in the Hebrew is literally how the Septuagint renders it. This is verse 7. Okay, I skipped ahead. Verse 7 says, evil in the sight, return and go in peace. Thus you shall not do evil in the sight of the lords of the Philistines versus displease. Again, it's literal in the Hebrew. How the Septuagint renders it is evil in the sight. Verse 9, we're going to ignore, but it's an interesting thought that says, says, as an angel of Elohim, and it says that in the Alexandrian text. Okay, verse 10, there's an omission of, go to the place where I appointed you, and entertain no evil thought in your heart, for you are good in my sight. So we can see that Achish has a plan for David, and he details it, talking about rising up early in the morning. He instructs him to do that, you and the servants of your Adon that are come with you, and go to the place where I appointed you. So he's giving him very specific instructions, and then he's also encouraging him, admonishing him to entertain no evil thought in your heart, for you are good in my sight. This is an important opinion that he holds. It shows David has favor in this man's eyes. And then the last verse of this chapter, it says, there's an omission of guard the land of the Philistines. So David arose early, he and his men, to depart and guard the land of Philistines. So they actually did this. They guarded the land of the Philistines. And the Philistines went up to Jezreel to battle. Okay, what does it say in the Masoretic? It says to return into the land. So he departed and guarded it. So it's not that he just returned, he guarded the land of the Philistines. So that's all for this chapter. Thank you very much for your attention. Till next time, we will look at chapter 30. We're wrapping up this book, and we will soon be doing our summary video for this entire chapter. So I'm looking forward to that. Thank you once again. Till next time, I bid you all Shalom Aleichem, Assalamu Alaikum, Irini Mazisu, Pax Vobiscum, peace be unto you, and Maranatha.